Right now, 7 U.S. state attorneys general sending a letter to Target warning that clothes and merchandise sold as part of the company's Pride Month campaigns might violate their state's child protection laws.
So the letter's saying in part, quote, Target wittingly marketed and sold LGBTQIA plus promotional products to families and young children as part of a comprehensive effort to promote gender and sexual identity among children. Unquote. Indiana Attorney General Todd Rokita was a part of that letter, and the AG joins us now. Thank you. We appreciate your time. And it wasn't just you and others. AGs, attorneys general, were concerned by recent events involving Target's Pride campaign. Can you tell us, AG, what prompted you and others to send this letter to Target? What's at stake here?
Well, a couple things, and good morning to you, Sean and Emma. And I'm thankful to the other states who have the courage to stand up and speak truth to power. And hopefully we're setting an example for what millions of Americans should do and able to take their culture and their country back, because all of that is at stake right now. And this is just the latest example. The problem here is that, and the pundits and the mainstream media were quick to try to attack the credibility of these state attorneys general when they really had no basis to. The fact of the matter is, Target markets itself as a family store. And when you walked in, you physically walked into Target stores across the country, you immediately saw not just rainbows and things like that, but swimsuits that had tuck-friendly sections in them and other pretty forward things that demonstrated sexuality. And in most every state, certainly the ones that signed the letter, there's obscenity laws, especially when you intentionally market such things to children, obscene things with sexual content. And this at least borderlined on that, number one. Number two, there's a fiduciary duty that Target has to its shareholders. And you've seen what happened in the last couple of weeks with their stock price. In fact, the Indiana state pension funds are invested in Target, and our pension funds lost value as a result of this woke ESG-based ideology that clearly has emanated from their C-suite and their boardroom that they need to do stuff like this, and their stock took a hit. And so they are breaking their fiduciary duty when it comes to that. So a lot of moving parts here, a lot of things going on. And we're going to stick with it to make sure that that Target, really just goes back to selling socks and underwear and being the family store that they should be in the first place, that they market themselves to be.
We've seen families decide, hey, maybe this company isn't for me. Maybe I'll go to another store because I didn't like what was displayed so in your face when I walked into the store. Target took note, by the way, when you're not sort of making that revenue. They did remove some of the Pride line merchandise, or they at least relocated it to other parts of the store. They did claim that some of their employees were facing threats of violence, again, to the store displays and then also to the workers. So they sent out a statement. I'd just like to get this on record. Target saying, since introducing this year's collection, we've experienced threats impacting our team members' sense of safety and well-being while at work. Given these volatile circumstances, we're making adjustments to our plans, including removing items that have been at the center of the most significant confrontational behavior. AG, was this response sufficient to you? Again, maybe relocating or removing some of the merch?
Well, first of all, as a premise, let me just say violence is never to be tolerated. It is never an acceptable solution to anything. Okay. That said, they got their behavior corrected, but they still missed the point. The fact of the matter is, and they're trying to save face, obviously, with this. But the fact of the matter is, they did take a hit. They made the wrong corporate decision. They should stay out of politics, because that's what this issue is, really. The LGBTQ whatever letter or vowel they're adding on now is a political movement, because what they're doing, it's not about leaving well enough alone. It's about forcing the rest of us to celebrate their behavior. And I will never do that. I don't think the behavior is correct, and I certainly don't think the behavior is correct in front of children. And I could meet you halfway and say, leave well enough alone, live your own life as long as it's not impacting mine. But I'll never be forced to celebrate something that I don't agree with,
Well,
and nor should any American.
and you're getting to a personal note there. Clearly, there are others that perhaps feel the same way you did. They took a 12% hit in their stock as well, again, according to the company. So either way, things of similar nature have happened to Anheuser-Busch with Bud Light, that fallout as well, which we continue to watch. AG Todd Rokita joining us here from Indiana. We do appreciate that. Thank you for your time, sir.
Thank you, Sean and Emma. See you next time.
All right. Take care.